Hello, and my video actually just got recorded the last time, and welcome to our C++ tutorial actually. So what I said is that let us assume in stdlib.h another cout is defined, which actually is not defined, in which this thing in with the cout in stdlib means this thing with the cout in IO stream. Now, how does our compiler come to know which cout we are saying when we are writing this much? Because it has different meanings in different header files. That's where namespace comes into play. The standard namespace actually is there for your standard commands like this. But now let us assume that here is our code segment. Somewhere we have cout hello like this. Somewhere we have cout hello like this. Pretty much the same, but here I want it to be executed the one which is an IO stream, and here I want it to be executing the one which is in stdlib.h. So in that case, I won't be using a namespace actually, because a namespace means pick up all the cout and process them as the cout which are included in the namespace std. That's what using namespace std means. But no, that's not what we are doing. This cout is from the std namespace std colon colon cout. It's the scope resolution. Cout from scope std hello. Now nef colon colon cout, which is cout from the scope nef hello. This one will be different and this one will be different. There is nothing like nef cout. This was just an example I built to make you understand easily. Now let's say that I want to use cout from the standard library, but in the standard library we have this endl, which actually moves to the next line. In some of the standard library, endl may be something else. I would choose that one. So instead of picking this correct cout every time by like writing stg colon colon and forgetting it and getting a bunch of errors, I can use using stg cout. So the cout function from the stg standard library namespace has been imported. So this endl has not yet been imported, but the cout has been imported. That's what the purpose is. Clear enough? You know what cout is. We had discussed about it in detail in a video, and actually at a point of time we'll be discussing it again. Then you have integer declared. It's asking you to enter the number. It's taking the input of the number, which basically means it's picking up the cin thing and it's throwing it on this n. And then for int I equals 2, I is less than equal to n plus I, f is equal to f into r. Well, this thing can be written like f times is equal to I. The factorial of n is f, and actually this one is much faster. Why? When I say f equals f into I, what it does is it picks up f and it stores it in a temporary memory location t, let's say. Now it multiplies this value in the memory location t with t2, which was I, which is just stored in t2. It multiplies it with t and t2 and it stores it in the memory location t3. And now it assigns the value of t3 memory location to f. It's a four-step process. While in the other case, when we actually say f times is equal to I, okay, pick up I, store it in a memory location t, pick up the memory location of f, and just multiply it over by I. by the one value in the memory location T and just replace it. So it's a two-step process which takes half as much time. Well, that's why such a notation can be used. The factory of actually cout is a slow method of printing on the console. There are faster methods, but for now just use cout. That's what I suggest. So I think this program is clear. This is a comment. Comments are basically ignored by the compiler. It is in the source code for the user. How to make a comment, a single line comment. You can put double slash and anything you write here is a comment. A block comment like this, and here you go. Here you write down any comment, you change the line, you keep on doing things till it encounters this, it will actually run comments. So I think we just touched upon everything and covered a few things which we actually didn't cover in the past. And yeah, what is the job of the compiler? The compiler picks up this code, converts it into computer processable code, which is actually an exe file. By the way, this is the location in case I go to this location using my file explorer, desktop, and tutorial project, and see. I go into bin debug, and I find this exe file. It's running and it's quitting. I think it's something else. I don't know. Yeah, I had to read tutorial. Really sorry about that. But bin debug tutorial exe 17, and this was how the exe file is currently made. I showed you the get yesterday. Anyways, the important thing right now is that the compiler makes an exe file. Main is the point where the program starts its execution from. Anything above here is either a preprocessor or a command which is to be processed not before the main, but inside the main we will tell you when to process this command. And now I'd like to continue with another preprocessor which is define pi pi and define pi 3.14159 and preprocessors would have semicolons. I've been doing that mistake for years. By the way, if I just print out on the screen pi and I will run this thing 3.14159, what it does is everywhere it finds pi in the code it lists 3.14159. And if I say pi here again because it replaces this pi with 3.14159, and if this thing exists below this thing, then what happens? Check it out, 3.14159. Because all these commands are executed simultaneously and not one after the other. It's in here that the commands are executed one after the other. So that's all for this video, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.